7 Civil War-era churches and 1 synagogue line historic Church Street in Port Gibson. The antebellum community was once a peaceful place. But all that changed with the first highway expansion.
But if you're tearing up a beautiful old town and calling it progress, that's not progress.
Church Street resident Jane Ellis is afraid the next expansion could change her town forever.
And once history is destroyed, once this is destroyed, there's no getting it back.
It's the town General Ulysses S. Grant once called too beautiful to burn. And now tourists of this historic community are also opposing the expansion.
This is our 4th trip through here, and we've brought a friend to look at the church that is so beautiful.
The Perry family drove for hours to come see the historic houses of worship. But after seeing these signs, they're now looking for ways to help save Church Street too.
I just think it's awful. I think it is absolutely horrible that anybody would think of destroying the trees here, anything that has to do with the churches or the history of the area.
In Port Gibson, Emily Wood, WJTV News Channel 12.
The homeowner is allowed to protect himself. We pay the bills on those homes. Why should we have to retreat?
Cliff Cargill is a certified gun instructor from the National Rifle Association.
My phone's been ringing off the hook for over a year.
He says a concern about safety has a scared community looking for ways to protect themselves.
That's why it's called the Castle Doctrine.
Come July 1st, the new law known on the street as the Shoot to Kill law will take effect. It's similar to a law already on the books in Florida. It would allow homeowners to take action against someone breaking into their home. Jackson Mayor Frank Melton is under the impression that it will lead to a number of juveniles being shot, an argument Cargill brushes off.
As to whether there are going to be dead kids in people's living rooms, I doubt it. Again, we haven't seen that in Florida, and I know we won't see it in Mississippi.
I never dreamed that I'll actually go to this inauguration.
This will be the biggest event I've ever performed at.
For 16 JSU students, it's a dream come true.
It's a huge honor, and especially to be able to contribute my own gifts and our own talents to such a historic celebration.
Andrew Dillon and his fellow musicians found out last October they'd be performing at the events leading up to the inauguration. But as the students say, it's not just the 44th president taking office. It's a historic event for the books and an honor to be able to draw the violin bow.
It was bigger than just a single election. This meant that there could be change, that there could be hope.
I feel like it's going to be a change, because a lot of people now in the economy is struggling. I feel like this is a best thing that's ever happened.
Junior Jasmine Gaddy says it's a story she'll tell her children and pass down to generations to come as they tap their feet and move their hands to the Lark Ascending, a piece especially orchestrated for the event.
They're practicing in an empty auditorium right now, but on Saturday they leave for D.C. and on Monday they'll be performing at a historic event in front of hundreds. Reporting at JSU, Kieran Chawla, WJTV News Channel 12.
We will not make money in 2008. I just don't see any scenario that allow us to be profitable in 2008.
Workers here on Phillips Brothers Farms harvest thousands of pounds of catfish every day. This truck is taking a live haul of fish to be processed into fillets. But longtime catfish farmer Chad Phillips says no matter how much he harvests, it's not going to pay off.
But until our feed prices or until something changes in the cost-price relationship between our feed and our product, there's just no profitability left in the industry.
The catfish industry goes far beyond local farms. Plants like this one employ thousands of Mississippians. Annie Jones started working the night shift at Simmons Farm-Raised Catfish plant more than 20 years ago. Jones and many others chopping, bagging, and boxing at the plant are afraid industry problems could affect them.
Having so many years into a plant to go try to find something new, learn something new, it would really be devastating.
Feed costs for farmers like Phillips have doubled in the last couple years, and to stay competitive, they cannot pass those costs along to consumers. Phillips says he plans to be the last catfish farmer harvesting, but even he can't keep farming year after year without any profit.
It really worries me more what's about to happen. There is a scenario that could leave us with virtually no catfish on the Mississippi Delta.
In Yazoo County, Emily Wood, WJTV News Channel 12.
Coming around that last corner. I love to see him coming around the last corner.
I like the start, the beginning.
But it's always exciting.
The standard horse harness races are a long-standing tradition at the fair. Fans love the beautiful horses and their quick-paced strides.
I've been coming to the Shelby County Fair about 20 years.
56-year-old Moses Flowers is getting his 2-year-old filly, Furmar Lassie, ready for the fair's 2007 Invitational, a race for the fastest horses on the track.
I'm putting the knee boots and tender boots on in case she accidentally bump herself.
For the retired VA hospital worker from Jackson, the sport is fun, but it's also a job.
It's a lot of work into it because you have to jock them every day. When the weather's good, we have to keep moving them. Get them in shape to race.
Flowers has made a lot of friends throughout the years on the racing circuit and here in Neshoba County. He says one of the best parts about harness racing is that you can grow old with the sport.
We have young men, we have old men. We had a 93-year-old man was still winning, driving and winning.
It's a little bit different for Furmar Lassie. For her, it's all about youth and winning now while she's still at her peak.
But money can be made in it if you stay with it.
We are at the final stages of the restoration of the old Capitol Museum. We were damaged during Hurricane Katrina in 2005, and after a 3+ year restoration project, we were almost done. The carpet is new, the draperies are new. One of the descriptions of the room talked about faded blue curtains supported by 3 gilded arrows.
And you took the pardon, and he took the money.
And you'll hear it coming from the various mannequins. There's also lights up there that kind of point out the different mannequins who are speaking at various times.
If they return to Mississippi at any time, it was not.
Via a touchscreen, you can activate a case, and you can either read to be the appellee or the appellant and argue your case in front of the 3 judges. 94 feet above you is the Great Rotunda Dome. Again, the prettiest sight in the building. This building's 170-year history is full of numerous opportunities when the building was renovated and restored to meet different needs, and so we're happy to convey that story to the public.
We're celebrating the 149th fighting of the Battle of Milliken's Bend. It was a part of the Vicksburg campaign. It was much, much bloodier than the Battle of Raymond, but Raymond get all the credit. But it was mainly fought by African-American troops with 2.5 weeks of training.
Shoulder on.
It was 1,000 black troops, and they fought 5,000 Confederate troops and was victorious.
Ready. Aim. Fire.
Mississippi have always portrayed itself to be a Confederate state, that everybody ran out and joined the Confederate Army. But that is not true. Just as many African Americans joined the Union Army than whites that joined the Confederate Army.
Reload!
That's why we do this every year, to bring awareness to the black community that we freed ourselves by defeating the Confederate Army, not Abraham Lincoln with the Emancipation Proclamation.